Social Business Wales have been supportive, professional and friendly and easy to get on with and easy to use. That's all I can say. If you're thinking of setting up a social enterprise, a charity, or even a business with a social element to it somewhere down the line, they're experts in that field. So go and speak to them. They can hand lead you through this. And it saved me no end of work. I'm Dan, and I'm one of the founders at High Street Fitness and Wellbeing, and we're based on George Street in Pontypool. This is our first hub, and we're hoping it's going to be the first of many, hopefully, across Wales. And we initially set up during the COVID pandemic, and that was with the help of Compass, or Social Business Wales, or Cooperative Wales as they were then. Getting our founders in place and all of the sort of the boring back end stuff, if you like. Well, we were trying to found the Wellbeing project that ultimately that we've got today. The High Street Fitness is now at a position where we're sat at around going from 0 to around 800 members. They're paid to come in and use the facility on a day-to-day basis. We're powered by volunteers only, people from the community of Pontypool, providing and opening and running this facility for the people of Pontypool. And it really is those people that are the lifeblood of this facility. We're now sat at around a volunteer pool of around 32. So there's 32 fantastic people really that come and run this place on a day-to-day basis. The volunteer pool is aged between 16 and 64. There's an even split of males and females, and they come in before school, after school. They're single mums who bring children and newborns in to come and socialise and help out and clean the place. We've had ex-offenders, people who've struggled with drug and alcohol use that come in and use the facility, people with mental health issues, and so on and so forth.
I'm Claire. Yeah, I just help behind the counter and help cleaning things down, signing people up and everything, and yeah, just making sure everything runs smoothly, really. I mean, what started me off is obviously I wanted to start getting out and back to getting my fitness back, because I had epilepsy and that kind of knocked me back for a while, so I just wanted to get back into the fitness part of things, and yeah, just started from there really. I came in just as a member and it went from there then. Started getting used to the people and started chatting with them, and then yeah, they were all like, oh come on, we need volunteers. I was like, okay, go on then.
So my name is Matthew Jones. I am a personal trainer at High Street Fitness. I've been here now for just under a year, and I choose to I basically business out here, and I also have just recently started a little startup which I'm also basing out of the gym, and it's looking into eco-fashion, so it's producing sports clothing made from entirely of recycled plastics. I typically suffer with anxiety, like quite a lot of us these days, and the gym is very inclusive. It's a very inclusive place to be. It doesn't matter what your background is, what you kind of suffer with. Everybody has their own kind of battles. It's great because you come in here and it feels like a second home. It's just a very, very safe place to be, and I'm not particularly a comfortable person around people or being out and about in certain situations. But here, I just feel incredibly relaxed. It's just like being back in my house.
I've been volunteering here for just over a year since the gym opened. Basically, the reason I wanted to volunteer is that I have some mental health conditions. I have like depression and anxiety. Also have Asperger's, so I was very keen to start volunteering in here to help me gain more confidence.
I volunteer here because I'm currently a student, I'm a uni student, and I need to do a portfolio, so me working here helps with my current course.
So the same as everybody else at High Street Fitness and Wellbeing, I also volunteer my time as one of the founders and trustees here, and my day job is as a serving police officer, which limits my time somewhat as I work a shift pattern, but I suppose that was also one of the reasons for setting up High Street Fitness and Wellbeing. As you can see when you go throughout the valleys, and I police locally, the provisions are slim. We live in a deprived area. I don't think there's any getting away from that. That's a harsh reality at the moment. So I found when thinking about it, it was really important to try and increase this provision. There are people out there who may be committing crime or antisocial behaviour because they've got nowhere else to turn. There's also a heavy demand at the minute from a police and NHS point of view, with people suffering with bouts of mental health, depression, and people are trying to commit suicide and so on and so forth. And ultimately, the police are one of the agencies that they turn to straight away, as well as the NHS. So if we can reduce that demand on frontline resources, even if it's just a little bit, then I think it's really important that we try to do that. You know, well-being's not just about coming in and lifting a weight and running on a treadmill. It's also about your mental health, and that may just be a case of coming in and speaking to someone, having some aspirations to get back into work. You can gain work experience here. It may be a case of just coming in and having a cup of coffee, beating loneliness. All these things help, and maybe those little 1% at the time, we can reduce that sort of backlog and on frontline resources and offer someone a safe place, a sanctuary where they can come and improve their mental health, their physical health, make some friends, gain some work experience. We've helped write CVs in the past, and people have then gone on into full-time employment. So these are things that are important to us, and if we can keep people out of the system, then that can only be a good thing.